So, welcome everyone. In this session, we will focus on the HRM questions which were released by the XLRI as a part of SOP. So, congratulations on getting the HM call. So, sorry, HRM call. And the next step is to write the answers honestly because that will form the basis of your interview. It may or may not be, but yeah, you should not be taking a chance at this point of time. So you should deal those questions with utmost care. Uh, this video is just to guide you about what to be included, what not to be included. This is my opinion only, and don't copy it if you don't like it. If you don't like it, don't go for it. But if you like it, try to get some insights from it and do inculcate the same thing in your answers. So the first question given is, what is your perception of an HR role? Have you done anything in your life that fits the description? Please avoid college fest roles. Okay. So this mainly aims at your work life. Okay. This is your perception. You don't need to be in HR role for to answer this. Have you done anything in your life that fits the description? Okay. So here you would have to tell what HR role is and how it fits you, because you are ultimately going for the HRM program, fully fledged HRM program, whose main focus is to make you a better HR manager or HR consultant even. Choose an HR policy from your work ex and describe that what the policy tries to accomplish and how could it be made better. Okay, so let's talk about the first question. So, what do you think the HR does in a normal day or in its career? You have to define that. What's your perception? It's not like what HR does. Don't copy paste it. Don't copy paste it from anywhere. Just try to be honest. Just write those things which you can answer in an interview with some backing, with some stories. So just write that. So HR is managing people, yeah, maintaining the employee-employer relationship. Okay, yeah, it decides on the work culture too. It decides on the how the operations going to be next year and what is the work policy, also about the employees leaves, and there are many things like recently there are issues in some organization whether the work from home should be given or not, or if it is given then it should be temporary or permanent. For example, Misho is a company who announced that for the lifetime you can work from office, from home, or from anywhere else. So I don't know whether this is the first company or not, but yeah, Misho has announced 1 2 days back. Have you done anything in your life that fits that description? Okay, so it can be the things you have done in your college, especially the people who are going to graduate in 2022. So you can include the things which you done in college, like not managing college fest, so this should not be included. But yeah, if you are a CR, if you are president, or if you are something of something where you need to handle the people, where you are team player, team leader, where you have to handle the whole organization or whole society, I mean to say, so you can briefly explain your experiences, that how you think you're working, your goals, your aspirations align with the HR role, and you are better fit for the program. Along with that, you can also describe some things from your personal life, like if you are ta- taking care of your household chores, you can include that. If you are managing something big in your family business, or if you have faced some casualty, and you can uh, explain that how you handle it. But this is limited to 250 words, so I would say that be crisp, and be to the point, and mention the things which you think define you, so that in the interview you would have good things to talk about and you don't need to bluff. So this is choice. This is only one question with choice. So choose an HR policy from your work ex and describe what the policy tries to accomplish and how could it be made better. Okay, so most of us are working in the some organization, and many of many among them would disagree with the HR policy at some points of time. For example, there are leaves, maternal leaves, but there are no paternal leaves. So this is conflicting sometimes. I will not give you ideas, but yeah, there are some things. There are like some organization where work from home is not allowed at all. So you can talk about that. What they want to accomplish by keeping the work offline or from through offices. Also, it depends on the organization to organization. Like some organization hire from uh, top notch colleges like A, B, C, Excel, SPGen, L, these cluster of colleges, and don't come in the tier 2, tier 3 colleges. But it doesn't mean that you can you can't get best candidates in tier 2 and tier 3. You can get a fewer candidates as compared to the top notch colleges, but yes, you can get candidates from tier 2 or tier 3 also. So you can also describe those things. While answering every question of HR, keep in mind that in the long term you are going to be an HR manager or at senior position in the HR domain in organization. uh, you should be ethically correct, because the basis, the foundation of XLRI is mainly on ethics. They provide good value to the ethics, to your ethical behavior. Uh, the problem solving means there can be any problem, not related to mathematical only. Yeah, so uh, along with the leadership, you should be better a team player also. Try to show some values related, uh, where you worked as a team player. You should be expert, or not expert, but you should have good knowledge in your domain. Like if you're going for HR, you should have good knowledge about how to handle the situation, what type of conflicts could arise, how you handled it, or yeah, how you gonna handle it, and some other things. You should be verbally good in communication, because once you become once you join B school, there are a lot of competitions, a lot of presentations. So in the interviews, those panel also expect to you to be good at communication. So this completes the first question. Have you been part of witnessed any conflict recently? What role did you play in resolving the conflict? Okay, so conflict in our day-to-day lives, there are so much conflicts through which we go. It may be professionally, it may be some personal conflict, it can be anything. The Excel really focuses on honesty, your opinion on things. It doesn't matter whether it is through profession. You may be a good work person and don't have seen any conflict in your workplace, or you don't experience the conflict in the workplace, but I'm sure that you might have some conflict with some friends at some point of time, with your parents maybe, with your family maybe, with your cousins maybe. So yeah, you have to answer that yes, you witnessed conflict. And recently doesn't have any definition. Recent can be, for you it can be a 2 years time period, or maybe 2 months. For some it may be 2 days also. So yeah, don't fake it, I would say. If you have faced any conflict 2 years back, mention that yes, you witnessed it 2 years back. Nobody going to judge you on that. It should be honest, and you should back those things with a good story, with a good explanation. What role did you play in resolving conflict? So you are the part of conflict. Okay, somehow you may be the one party who is conflicting with other, or you are the judge, or you are the witness of those conflict. So if you are watching, if you are seeing someone conflicting with some other people, so according to me, or according to ethics, you should try to resolve the conflict. You should try to make better the situation because the conflictors could not handle the situation at that time. Someone from outside needs to get between those and bridge a gap to calm them. Okay, so what role did you play in resolving the conflict? So here I got some picture: conflict resolution skills, assertiveness, mediation, empathy, good listener, accountability, creative problem solving, and facilitation. So yeah, I think this image give you a very good idea that how should have handled that conflict. So mention all those things which you did to resolve the conflict, but keep in mind that these behaviors, mediation, assertiveness, empathy, these behaviors must be reflected in your answers. I would not say that include that, but I would just try to give you a gist, try to give you a hint of the things which you should include in your answers. So talk about these things or try to build a story in way like for example, two friends are you have feud with someone, and you are hitting hard the other person. Okay, so after the after first hit you go to realize that I would have faced so much pain if I have got that hit. So that shows that you are empathetic at that time, even at the time of conflict, you are empathetic. So the moment you realize this thing that you would have got the pain if you have gotten that hit at the first instance, that shows that you are understanding and you should have resolved the conflict at that point of time, at that instance only. So the next question is, what would you say has been the biggest setback you have faced till now? Why? How has it shaped you? So whenever we try to progress, there may be setbacks which makes us fall, and after that we have to stand. We have to learn from those incidences, and then we have to raise our head high, and then we have to proceed. There is no other option. We have to climb those stairs all again. So yeah, setbacks can be of different types. I know most of you guys have setback in cat, J, maybe NEET, or maybe some other competitive exams. So yeah, setbacks are the part of our life. Setbacks can be, maybe you lost your loved ones in corona. That is the biggest setback, I think. And some other maybe that you are living in a joint family and there is some clash happen between over the property or something, and then you have to make your ways apart from each other, and that is the biggest setback, maybe because you got separated from those people whom you were loving. In You miss those hands, you miss those memories. So there may be different setbacks. There may be setbacks where you made poor decision. You can mention that. No point in mentioning your a little weakness. But after mentioning poor decision maker, you must tell the interviewer, you must tell the panel that what did you learn, your learnings. Show in the answer that you learn from your mistake. That that makes you a brave person. That makes you that you are learning from your decisions, because there will be many instances when you are making a poor decision, and the one who is not accepting that he has not made any decision which go which is poor, shows that you are just faking it to make it. And the interviewer panel is very smart, that they may quote you that and ask you that how it could happen that you are making so much good decision in your life without any poor decision. So yeah, just be honest, just tell your biggest setback, why that setback happened, what is the reason. It's okay if you don't know the reason. If you fail in G main, don't say that you you didn't study. Don't mention that. I know you are fighter, you studied, but yeah, if there are 2000 seats and the applicants are 10 lakh plus, so obviously the rest candidates will fail in that exam or will be unsuccessful in getting their seats. So that doesn't mean that they didn't study, they didn't work hard. That doesn't mean, but yeah, there may be some things which went wrong on the D-Day. You can mention those things, and after that you can mention that yeah, I improved a lot. I improved in my undergraduation. I improved in my work culture. Even in the work culture, I faced so much dilemmas. I faced so much things, but amidst that, I keep my head high, and then I cleared that with the flying colors, or make a story of something else, and now I'm sitting in front of you to grab a seat to be in the best college of the country, in the oldest college of the country, which nurtures the sustainable global leaders, ethical leaders. So yeah, those kind of things would work. I hope I have cleared some of your doubts. So some students have been messaging me to clear their doubts. So if you need any other help, you can just mention your any query if you have in the doubts, and I will try to reply you as soon as possible. Thanks and good luck.